welcome, welcome. I'm Lisa Zimmer. I'm excited we're starting early for the lunch and learn. So I'm going to guess those of you that stayed have seen a few things that we've done and what we've taught about. But for those of you that might be new, raise your hands really high if you don't know who Lisa Zimmer is. I want to make sure and introduce myself to those of you that don't know me. I am Lisa Zimmer, a doTERRA Blue Diamond. And all that means to you is I like to help lots and lots and lots of wellness advocates learn how to avoid all the mistakes that I made on my journey. And I'll save your life. All right, so I got introduced to doTERRA essential oils in 2014. And I'm going to give you my super short story to help you understand how to present yourself to others in a very simple and duplicatable manner, right? We don't want to share our doTERRA journey with people and give them the 2-hour synopsis and every single detail. We want to give them just enough information to get them interested, all right? So I'm Lisa Zimmer. I use doTERRA essential oils to help me with my health in a natural form. I took an antibiotic 5 years ago that put me in a wheelchair for 7 months and left me with brain damage and so much pain that I didn't want to live anymore for 3 years. I found doTERRA essential oils. They saved my life, and I'm healthier now than I've ever been in my whole life, and I'm going to share them with you. So what I did was I told my story without telling them every single detail, right? Because the next thing I want to do, this is just a brief synopsis for those of you that haven't seen what I teach. What I want to teach everyone in doTERRA is how to do this business in a way that every single person you introduce doTERRA to could do it too, right? So we don't want to make this hard. We want to make this so simple that someone with brain damage who has a good oils experience, and goosebumps, can turn around the same day and go tell their friends about doTERRA. If they need a PhD in what you're doing, you're never going to get anywhere. You might find 1 or 2 people like you that get it and love to teach that way, but 1 or 2 doesn't get you to Blue Diamond. You want to help everybody that you introduce to doTERRA learn how to do so simply that they can no matter what their skill sets are. What if they've never worked outside the home? What if they're 2 of my biggest builders and they're 65 years old and 75 years old, right? They want to be able to teach doTERRA to everyone, even the millennials, right? So you got to give everyone the words on how to do it, right? So then I want to be able to turn around and say, awesome, I had this great experience with oils. I want to help you feel better, right? And then I do the 60-second enrollment. We're going to move on to that in a minute. All right, the most basic thing that I see people failing at in doTERRA is presenting the doTERRA business model, all right? The doTERRA business model. This is the hardest thing for us to explain for some reason. And it was the hardest thing for me to grasp because I never understood the doTERRA business model. We're different than any other MLM or network marketing company or sales company ever. We're completely different, right? That's what makes us so much better and so much more successful. We don't stock products. We don't buy a bunch of oils and make rollers or scrubs and resell them. That's not how you become successful in doTERRA, right? You might use those tools for some other things, but that's not the doTERRA business model. The doTERRA business model is figure out your story in 2 or 3 sentences to gain people's interest in what you have to sell, ask them about them, and then tell them how to get their own account and order the product in a very simple, easy, duplicatable way. All right? The biggest mistake we make with brand new people, we think they get it. We think they understand. Raise your hands if you understood the doTERRA business model when you first started. Raise your hands high, right? There's not a lot of hands. Do you know why we don't understand? Because people don't explain it. Because they assume that we know, all right? And we don't. So I sold boulders and I sold cash and carry out of my closet of my house for 3 months. Thousands of dollars. Because everybody in my town, right, they saw me go from hiding, went into hiding, everyone thought I was dying and that I had cancer. I was gray and emaciated and had lost a lot of hair, right? And then I'm out, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm better. They all want to know what I had. 3 months I wasted selling rollers and doing it wrong. The people that I did enroll, I'd still sell them cash and carry because I thought, oh sweet, I'll get their points. Right? We all laugh at that because really it's just like, we all probably did it for a little bit of time. If you didn't, you're very lucky you had an amazing upline to help you right away, right? So make sure that you communicate clearly when you get people into your team. This is a very simple business, it's not hard, all right? I'm gonna drink water, holy cow. Utah's really dry, isn't it? I'll be doing that a lot. All right. So please be sure to check out my Facebook group, Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips. I started that 2.5 years ago now because I just needed a place to brain dump and share with others and try to help people not make my mistakes. I didn't even have any tools for sale. So we have tons of videos in there and free tools in the files tab, all right? They're free for everyone. You don't have to be on my team, okay? And YouTube, all the videos I do for business and all the videos that I do educating people about essential oils, we turn around and load them to YouTube, all right? I want to make sure that you all are doing the same thing for your business. Are you taking advantage of technology, okay? Are you going live? Raise your hands here if you go live about oils education. Raise your hands high. Oh, I want to see more hands than that. Go live, you're not going to die. Right?
You're not going to.
So one of the things I love to teach about is to be you in this business. I don't want to teach you to be me. I don't want you to follow these other leaders today and try to be them. I want you to learn little nuggets that fit for you and you still be you in doTERRA, right? So my inspiration or my idol for public speaking is a presidential designer, right? I messaged her and I'm like, last week I said, you inspired me, I went and bought heels. I'm gonna dress like a professional at this event. Well, guess what? I decided to be me. I got my strappy $15 Target sandals on, right? So I can still do that. You can still do doTERRA your way. It's so important to do it your way, or people are not going to feel your heart. They're not going to feel the message that you have to offer, right? They're attracted to you because of the message that you're bringing. You're not bringing them my message. Feel free to share that snippet in 2 sentences, right? To remind these people that our healthcare system is broken and you have a safer option. But tell your story. They're drawn to you. So just be you in doTERRA. The reason I say that is I met a woman yesterday who will not be in a picture. She will not go live with a face on it. But guess what she does? She goes live anyway. She goes live with a puppet, and she goes live showing her feet. Let's give her a round of applause. I don't know what she's here today, right? She goes live anyway and gets her message out there any way that she can, that she is comfortable with. Whatever it takes. Is Chris Ventura in the room today? Is Chris here? No? Okay. So I was introduced to Chris by a silly Facebook video. She had a Kleenex stuck up her nose. And it was just scrolled through. Didn't even know her. It wasn't even a friend. It was just a public video, right? Scrolled through. And guess what I did? I sent him that video. Right? How creative is that? She stuck her Kleenex up her nose into the video on essential oils for cold and healthy and immunity. Right? Be creative. If you're the silly, crazy person, be that person in doTERRA as well. If you're the super professional educator, be that person as well. Don't try to be someone else, you're going to fail. All right. One of the things I want to do today is once we get through a couple of these slides, I want to ask and do question and answer and find out situational, like what do I do in this situation, and have you ask me questions so that you can get your specific questions answered today. But just a few basics about what I like to teach to keep your business so simple. Because we love to talk. Like, I'm not having any problem talking today. This isn't a problem, right? We love to talk. We love to talk about our oils. We love to talk about ourselves. We love to talk about our stories. But guess what? The person in front of you that you're trying to help with essential oils or help with a health concern, they don't want to listen to you. The sweetest sound to anyone's ears is their own voice. So you want to get them talking about them. They're going to walk away from you and say, oh, she was the greatest conversationalist ever. All you got to do is say a couple of one-line sentences for that to happen, right? But what, most importantly, they're going to feel. They're going to feel. Anybody know what I'm going to say next? Important and heard. I don't know, when I say feel heard, that just moves me, right? Because so many of us don't feel heard. And that's when you're going to find people, is when they have a problem that hasn't been solved and people have not listened to them. They want to feel heard. So open your ears, close your mouth, and listen, okay? All right, so 60-second enrollment. Dang, it's dry here. All right, 60-second enrollment. So quick tip for Utah, right? Drink lots of water. Use the doTERRA body butter from head to toe every morning and every night, and use the hydrating brush serum on your face. Otherwise, I literally crack when we come here. All right, so 60-second enrollment. Oh, I got full screen down here. So I meet someone, right? Tell me what you would like natural solutions for, and then lead them. ACE, sleep, hormones, digestive, stress, anxiousness. Anybody know why I picked those? Who doesn't have that, right? In some fashion. Lead them. Tell me about you, Susie Q. Tell me about you. I want to hear about you. Tell me what you got going on, right? Listen. Take notes if you can, right? This is going to play into excellent customer service and killer LRP, customers for life. I can totally help you with that. doTERRA is brilliant, and they created kits for you that literally cover just about everything. So it doesn't matter what that person says. Your doTERRA kits will help. Why do you want to help them with a kit? What's a kit going to do that a single oil can't? Right here. Oh, I called it here. You put food in your mouth. Lifestyle. Options. I learned this my first year when someone said, I want an oil for weight loss. By the way, if you're not marketing weight loss, you're missing the boat. You can say weight loss, this oils, click here, done. Everybody wants it. I helped her order something sassy. It didn't work in 20 seconds to 20 minutes. So guess what happened? I lost her forever. What I should have done is said, I have an excellent solution for that. I have a better way. Let's get you our starter kit. It's going to help with weight loss and weight management and all the things that contribute to that, right? Stress, trouble sleeping, hormones, emotions, all that. And we're going to add on something sassy, and it's this price. Sounds good? Yes. I didn't need to explain the other 8 or 10 oils in that kit, or 15 or whatever kit, right? And it's this price. All they want you to do is tell them what to do, right? Guess what would happen? She wouldn't have lost weight in 20 seconds to 20 minutes, but that night when she went home and she was stressed out and she put on lavender or breathe or frankincense or anything or had a headache and used peppermint, sold. She believed in my product before we got to remedying the long-term issue, right? So you always try to help people in the best way with a starter kit. I can totally help you with that. I have a small kit for this price and a big one for this price. Which are you comfortable with? And then you close your mouth and wait for them to speak. It's hard, we get uncomfortable, right? But listen, they're gonna tell you what they wanna do next. I'm not comfortable spending that much. Great, tell me what you are comfortable spending and we will give as much as we can in that budget. And you'll problem solve and you'll come up with a kit for them, right? Small bottle kit could be $150, big bottle kit could be $275. It could be $275 and $550. It could be $550 and $2,500. I don't care. Whatever you do, get really, really good at it, right? So for my market, a lot of the people that I work with, we live in a very lower socioeconomic, right? I feel comfortable with $150, $275. So that's what I'm gonna do. Doesn't mean it's the best option for everyone. There are people that are really, really good at natural solutions kits, right? Awesome, good for you. When I present that one in my market, I get ghosted, right? So that's what I feel comfortable with. That's my mindset barriers, but I'm gonna do what I'm comfortable with. You just find whatever works for you. You be you, and present the product in a way that you feel confident. Because they're gonna feel your confidence, and that's what's gonna win them over. Get confident in what you're saying. Great, once they give you an answer. Shall we go ahead and order that? How many of you use terms like PV and LRP and start explaining the whole process when asking someone to order it? Not anymore, they say, right? Right? So isn't it frustrating when you go to buy something in a store and all you want to do is buy the product and the salesperson won't sell it to you? I love to use our washer and dryer. I don't know, if you follow me, you know I don't cook, clean, or I started doing laundry a year ago and I've been married 20 years. Right? So I don't cook, clean. I do laundry now because I said, hey, can you not wash this on warm water and hot dryer? And he said, no, I cannot. Manage your situation in doTERRA the same way, right? So he said, no, I cannot. But you can if you want it done that way. So I learned how to do laundry. I love that. No, I cannot, right? Because I like to use that. I don't see they can take these rollers. I want to get some more. Can I get some more rollers from you? No, you cannot. Here's how it works, though. I'm going to help you a better way. You can say no and smack them down and not give them what they want, and then rise back up again and make them feel even more important by giving them better options. I'm going to save you money because that breathe roller is going to cost you $150. If you keep ordering breathe rollers, we can do the same number of rulers for $20. Let's go ahead and get that account rolling for you. Should we go ahead and do that? Shall we, right? Be a team, be a partner with the people that you're talking with. Shall we go ahead and order that? Well, they're going to say it's only yes or no, right? If it's no, okay, tell me where would you like to go from here? Put the hot seat on them. When they're speaking and you're listening, they're feeling important again, right? All right, shall we go ahead and order that? So let's see what's next. All right, 10 simple steps, all right? We get so overwhelmed with all the things. We love all the shiny things. We love all the stickers. We love all the courses. We love learning, and we forget to do, all right? So I want you to leave here today inspired to do things and simplify your process so you're not overwhelmed. When someone used to email me and say, hey, I saw something about your oils, or my friend Susie told me about your oils. Can you tell me about that? What? I don't even know where to begin. I'd start, and then I'd word vomit, and I'd start over, right? People that have been doing this a while are like, yeah, we get it, right? So what do I do now? I say, awesome. Tell me what you got going on. It's that simple. We use these same tools. All right, so 60-second enrollment. While you're enrolling them, I hear so many people complain on the rank boards, how do I get them to talk to me about LRP? How do I get them to do a membership overview? Set it up. They're most interested when you're enrolling them. right? So number 2, while I'm enrolling them, I say, awesome, shall we go ahead and order that? Great, I need your name, address, phone number, credit card, get it filled in. Awesome, those are gonna come to you in the next week. I wanna set an appointment 7 days from now. What day is good for you? What day and time? Done, it's on the calendar, folks. I don't have to chase them. Number 3, give them a goodie bag. Who uses goodie bags? Who doesn't know what a goodie bag is? Don't be embarrassed. Raise your hand high. All right, we're gonna rock your world. All right, I'm really trying to get doTERRA to incorporate goodie bags into the enrollment kit. So put in a vote for that. If you get a chance, email productsupport@doterra.com and say it would be fantastic if we had a deep blue sample, a toothpaste sample, and what else comes in samples? Shampoo and conditioner in every enrollment kit. And a roller bottle and a spray bottle. How cool would that be? I'm going to be on the cookie list after this. Productsupport@doterra.com. All right, so here's why you want to give a goodie bag, okay? I just enrolled with you. Say I'm in person. I just spent all this money. I go home and my significant other or anyone says, you did what? What do you have to show for it, Susie Q? I'm sure. A 16-page booklet she taught with. I got all this stuff in this goodie bag. I got shampoo, conditioner, hand cream, toothpaste. I got this little roller. I got a book. I got a little book. It tells me all about it. Check this out. Let's look through this book that cost you as well as having $1. Use an A to Z guide, essential oil simplified. I don't care. They better go home with a book that tells them what oils are good for what, okay? They're going to use that 5 milliliter roller that you made of the yayoils Happy Perfume Blend. Who uses that? Right? Yes, I'll tell you that. They're going to use that. They're going to have an oils experience and a success story. Heck, the shampoo and conditioner does it every time. Now, we've just wiped out buyer's remorse. I overcame that objection before it even came. But that, for those of you that don't have sales experience, if you don't, keep them feeling good about their purchase until their products arrive, and keep them feeling loved and supported and won over, they could call back on day 4 before the products come and say, I'm really not sure that I should have done this, right? Because they've got 4 days to regret their decision because they're not still won over on that product. Don't give them a chance to change their mind on how much they love your product. Goodie bag. Now guess what happens when I chat with them over the phone or in person, if they don't keep their in-person appointment, you can do over the phone or Zoom or whatever. It's going to be hard to get them on LRP. No. They come with a list. I looked through this book and I saw that this one is good for this and this one is good for that, and I want to get that for my husband, I want to get that for my mom, and oh my gosh, the shampoo and conditioner was amazing. My teeth have never felt so clean, my back doesn't hurt anymore, and this Happy Perfume roller really made me happy. I have to have it. And now guess what? Now you're going to add balance, citrus bliss, elevation, and whisper to that first LRP. You're going to have 150 to 200 LRP. You loved it. Let's go ahead and get your cart set up with the best way to buy, and that's our monthly rewards program. That way you're going to get money back on your orders and you're going to get your shipping refunded. Shall we go ahead and do that? Yep, sounds good. You know why they're going to do it? Because you didn't give them 16 million other options to choose from that they didn't understand. Give them the option that they should do, right? Goodie bag, goodie bag, goodie bag. FAQ system. All right, so I just created 20 posts in an FAQ system. You probably already have your own. That's awesome. I don't care what it is. Have a way that the second they enroll, they don't tank because they're not seeing continued support and education, right? FAQ system is some Facebook posts you can tag them in. What do I do with this goodie bag? What do I do with these alerts that I ordered when they come? How do I order next? We always think, oh, I don't want to tell them about how to order next too soon, I might scare them. Those are the people that are going to go on and start ordering without you and screw it up in over one-time orders because they had a good experience at your class or they had a good experience with that yayoils roller, and they're going to log in and start ordering, and then you'll have to do the work of getting it changed to LRP and then have that conversation. Don't delay. Tag them in what to do next. They don't want to sit there and twiddle their thumbs for 7 days. Tell them what to do next now so that at day 7, they know how to make a roller so they're not overwhelmed and confused. They know how to make a spray. They know how to use that diffuser and they're using it. They know how to order next. Yeah, Lisa, I want to go ahead and do that LRP thingy. I want to host a class because that post said I could host a class and get free stuff. I want to enroll my sister because that post said I could enroll my own friends and family and get free stuff. And I want all of this free stuff I can get, right? So have a place that you can buy mine or you can do your own, whatever works for you, but have a place that you're taking care of people once they enroll. Send a welcome email with recipes to get going. Number 5, send a welcome email with I have my oils now what plus favorite recipes sheet. Who sends a welcome email? They're on, right? Get your hands held high because that is less than half of this room. Right? If you're not welcoming them, and like they get a welcome email from doTERRA with the Live Guide, right? But they need a welcome from you. Say thank you for your business. I built a successful real estate business with 0 advertising and 0 marketing. Because guess what I did? I thanked people for their business. Will you tell your friends and family about me? Because I want to make sure all your friends and family are taken care of too. You can do that in doTERRA. You don't have to spend money on marketing and advertising and sponsored ads. You win people over, you give them a good experience, ask them to tell all their friends and family about you. They're not going to do it if you don't thank them for the business and take care of them. At your membership overview, review those favorite recipes, right? That's free in my files tab with any group. In fact, they're going to send that to you free just for registering for this event. I have my oils now what plus recipes. Single piece of paper, bullet points to help you stay on task to follow up with your members. Single piece of paper, double-sided, with the most commonly asked questions in doTERRA. Roller for head and neck tension, roller for digestive upset, roller for whatever. The foundation of health is at the top. Actually, I wrote it 4 years ago, and it's almost identical to Dr. Hill's protocol. You've got to get people learning about a routine and how to use their oils in a routine. I have my oils now what? Awesome, Susie. Let's figure out how you're going to use these oils in your own home. When you wake up, let's put the lemon oil next to the sink so that you use lemon oil in your water every day. Let's put this roller, and this roller next to your bed so that you remember to roll your feet every morning and every night, right? Give them their routine to win them over to the entire lifestyle. Number 7, obviously check in. Check in at 2 weeks. Check in at 60 days, check in at 30 days, I don't care, but you have to check in with people. So many people, I don't understand this mindset. I don't want to bother them or be pushy. Do you know how disappointed it is to go buy something and spend hundreds of dollars on it and a salesperson can't even follow up and say thank you for your business, what else can I help you with, do you have any questions? Remove that mindset issue that you're being pushy and you're trying to sell more. You're simply taking care of people that already spent money with you. Take care of them. If they aren't on Facebook, email them, YouTube them, ask them what they are comfortable with, and take all those same systems and send it to them that way, email or text. Let them know they can host a super fun class and get free stuff. And guess what? Now it's time to duplicate. Hand them a few trifolds, because everyone can share doTERRA and get free stuff. Raise your hand if you use or wave your trifold in the air like you don't care. Right, if you don't know what a trifold is, so I took the doTERRA class in a box with doTERRA's permission, I converted it to a trifold and then added my little snippets like how to get your own account. We didn't have any tools that had how to actually buy the doTERRA product on them, right? So we created this little trifold. You hand it out everywhere you go. Who's handed it out to Uber drivers this week? What? How'd you get to your hotel if you didn't take an Uber? Waitresses, right? Yell out who's gotten the trifold from you this week.
Waiter. Uber. Two.
Okay, lisazimmer.net/shop. Sorry, I'm not focused on selling stuff. All right, so lisazimmer.net/shop. It's a trifold. We'll hand something. If you've got one at your table, hand it to your friends so they can see. Right? So our Uber driver, I've never heard of doTERRA.
In Salt Lake City. In Salt Lake City.
On Monday. Everybody that I ran into yesterday told me the same thing. Their Uber drivers didn't know what doTERRA was. What's this doTERRA? You got it all over your bag, your shirt, right? It's crazy. Yeah. No, you put your information on it. It comes blank and you put your information on it. Her question was, I give it to Uber guy and it's got somebody else's information on it. You put your information on the front, right? And so maybe you don't get a chance to do the whole shebang with them.
I have some more of mine, but other people can see them.
Oh, great. She's got some extras if people need them too, right? We've got some extras up here. So we get in the Uber and you start a general conversation with people. Hey, you've been driving Uber long? You start dating, right? You start dating the people you walk to and that you talk to, right? And he asks, what's this here thing? It's on your backpack, there's signs all over town. He says, what are you here for? Oh, we're here for doTERRA, essential oils. Have you heard of essential oils in doTERRA? No? We use these natural remedies like lavender and peppermint to make all our health problems go away. Tell me what kind of stuff you do with it. I bet you're stressed. I bet you have if you're sitting in this car, I'll tell you, tell me what you got going on. See how I just let them? And they start talking. You bring out a trifold, because I'm not going to sit there and start talking to them about co-impact sourcing and healing hands and our vitamins, and right? That was the old Lisa Zimmer that word vomited all over everyone. Now I just hand them a trifold and say, these are awesome. If you have a sample and you're a sampler, great. But if not, they still have a tool, right? Maria Cole was on an airplane. Is Maria in the room? Yay! So I heard this story yesterday. She was on an airplane and for a Diamond Club and handed one of these to the person next to her, chatted with them, right? So then what happens? They don't enroll themselves. But guess what? You planted a seed. 1 month later, that person texts Maria. A month later, right? We all go, well, they didn't enroll themselves by the time I got back to the hotel, right? She planted, we have unrealistic expectations. She planted a seed, and the person did some research. They texted her a month later and said, yeah, I want to go ahead and do that. But do you think they'd been able to find her again if she hadn't left them with something? They actually started to enroll themselves, and the website just happened to not be working at that moment, right? They almost enrolled themselves without her help at all. Your business needs to be that simple, right? And all this silly little piece of paper does is give you the confidence to start that conversation. It gives you the confidence if they want to know more and want to see more on your brochure, to step-by-step walk you through it. We need to give you the confidence so that you can talk to a stranger on an airplane, the Uber driver, the flight attendants. My builder Chris is here. I think Chris has enrolled a flight attendant. She enrolled a physician. She enrolled a soccer player. This is at different events. Let's give her a round of applause. Chris is good at conversation. Right? We need to go back to like 1950 and learn how to talk to human beings again. We've lost the art of conversation. How does she enroll like a 19-year-old soccer player? little beefcake cutie pie sitting in a seat next to her, sorry. Right? And they started having a conversation over the movie that was on the screen up there, and it was a movie about dogs. Dogs. It was a movie about dogs. And she saw that he was watching it. She saw a segue to have a conversation. Oh, do you have a dog? 2 minutes later, they were sharing selfies of their dogs and kissing their phones because they love their dogs so much. They bonded. They started a relationship, right? She started doTERRA dating him, right? Hands in a trifold. He's ready to enroll, but couldn't get online because they were flying in an airplane, right? Got home, followed up with him then. Same thing with the physician, right? It gave her the confidence to talk to a physician. When someone says they're a physician, who's ready to put their tail on their legs and run the other way, right? We want to give you the confidence to talk to physicians. All right, one of my favorite topics, oh, and make sure you take them everywhere you go. So this is my pencil case, and these are in my purse everywhere I go. Because you never know when you're going to run into someone, right? You should be running into people everywhere. Right, one of my favorite things to teach people, and they got these goodies next door at your oil tools, right? How many people, when someone says, once they enroll them, someone says, oh, I have a headache, what do I do? And you start telling them everything to do. Who does that? Used to. The good old days, right? Pre-Lisa Zimmer. Excellent question, Susie Q. I'm going to teach you where to find that information so you're empowered 24 hours a day. Because what happens if I tell them to put peppermint on their temples and back of their neck?
They're going to call you the next time.
You just taught them that the answer to every single oil use question we have is Lisa Zimmer. Or whatever your name is, right? I am not 1-800, I have an oils question. And I teach that in my members group. I make a joke out of it, you know, ha ha ha, right? But I mean it. If you all private message me, sometimes I'm tired and weak, my answer. But I'll refer you to Oil Magic book, and then it just came out with a new book for emotions that's fantastic. I just flipped through it before we got here. It's got protocols in it. They're next door, they're on sale. The reason I promote books, right? Otherwise, you're never going to have time to get to 500 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people on your team. I got to 100 and woke up to like 12 text messages at like 9 a.m. That's when I woke up at 9 a.m., not 11. Right? You do doTERRA business, you can create your own schedule. And I said, Zimmer, how in the world do these ladies have 10,000 people on their team? The 100 are about to kill me. I was doing it wrong. It's that simple. That's my own alarm to stop talking. Oh, no, right. So get your resource. Create your expert network. I want this to be so simple, right? Because everything you do when you're starting with a new member, you're literally teaching that new member how to be a future business person, right? So if you start teaching them the PhD of oils in their first week, and they were excited and wanted to share oils because they had a good experience, what's going to happen?
They don't think they can do it.
I can't do what Lisa does. 2 years I did it wrong. Clawing my way to diamond, exhausted. 12 to 16 hours a day. I ate, slept, and breathed doTERRA. I used a scanner, right, which are awesome, but not to build your business. I scanned every single customer and builder, so when it was time to enroll someone, Lisa, I need to bring my people over to you so we can scan and then enroll them. What? So I personally helped enroll 700 people. I touched every single one of them. A good builder teaches them how to do it without you, right? If you keep it simple, they can duplicate without you. Right, so get these tools. Yay! You gotta keep it simple, folks. All right, want to make sure I didn't miss anything as I wrap up. So just be you. Make sure you follow that doTERRA business model. Even if you do make and takes, which are fabulous ways to get paid for sampling, right? And they are legit through doTERRA compliance, everything we do is, right? You're going to control and manage the situation when they say, if they didn't enroll, and you just planted a seed, right? You're going to say, no, you cannot have another enroller. That's not how we do it. You're going to manage the situation. And you're going to keep going, right? Even if you planted a seed, even if they didn't get back to you 1 month later, the enrollment I got this week, talked to her 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Enrolled this week to quit smoking, right? Because it's time. Sometimes they're just not ready yet. But you don't give up on them, and you don't give up on yourself, and do the well I want, it didn't happen. You stay in front of them, you keep educating, invite them, and you wait for their window or door to open, right? All right. They also have next door all the tools. If you use our Zimmer make and take system for teaching classes, make classes fun again, they have 5mm rulers and all kinds of cool tools. The spray bottles are on the website, but go check out their fun little rollers and toys next door. They got great jewelry and t-shirts and all that good stuff too. All right, one little tidbit I wanted to share. I was gonna have Zimmer come and see. Where's Brittany? Do I have a little bit more time? Because it's only 12:30. At 1. Oh, good. Okay, my sign says time's up. Okay, so do you want to come up and do Babe Ruth?
Sure.
Okay. Someone want to hold the video for it?
You got it.
All right. So we have some training courses that we love to do too, called WWZD. What would Zimmers do? And this is Mr. Zimmer. All right. So what I love to share is the stories of perseverance, right? 5 years ago, I couldn't teach any classes in my own living room with 5 people. Because I would cry. Because I was afraid that I was gonna get sick again, and everyone would think it was a farce, or I was just afraid I would get sick again, or I was just afraid. But I problem solved and overcame that fear. How did I problem solve? I said, honey, there is something here. This is gonna be big. But I can't do it by myself. And he proceeded to teach, how many? Close to 400 oil classes. Find a way. Alive with a puppet, alive with your feet. Beg your husband, he laid down on the floor with a beer and watched an old video of a lady teaching a class, and he watched it probably 20 times in a week, and in a week he was teaching. All right. Find a way. Persevere. The only difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is the unsuccessful people once gave up. And they focused on what wasn't happening and not what was happening or what was going to happen. All right. He's got to do sports analogies because I totally can't do them. Oh.
This is going to be a lot of fun. We're not on speaker.
Right. So you better go fast.
Okay. So, at WWZD, the princess gives me 2 or 3 minutes to talk usually, so this is kind of going
That's an hour.
So, right now it's baseball season, right? Yeah, baseball season going on. Everybody knows who the Babe is? Not this Babe, but Babe Ruth, right? He had the bat and he went, and he hit it there. So everybody knows the Babe as being a home run hitter, right? He hit, I think in his best year, he hit 60 home runs. Pretty amazing. That's it. In his best year of hitting, what do you think? How many strikeouts do you think he had? 93. Babe Ruth struck out more than he hit home runs. I struck out a lot of times before I met the princess. A lot of times. But you know what? Babe Ruth kept going to bat. We strike out a lot. But you're not going to get that home run unless you keep swinging. This is called network marketing. It's not called put up a free website and they will come. Another baseball analogy when they say if you build it, they will come. Not necessarily. You gotta go to bat. So what we encourage everybody to do in your network marketing company is network and market and ask. You cannot save somebody's life just by setting a roller up and putting it on Facebook. You can save somebody's life by taking a roller and
putting it on them.
We had a good friend that went to a class and saved the princess's life because she opened her mouth and she put it on her. So
she was super shy.
She was super shy. So everybody's going to strike out. Just make sure you go to bat.
See why I love to speak now for 2 or 3 minutes? He's a great little figure. Alright, so he taught all those classes and he was amazing, right? Because he's way better at public speaking than me. He is amazing. Even though he taught all those classes, 2 years in, we learned that was one of our downfalls. He was too amazing. So everybody in the audience said, I can't do what Zimmer does. I'll just bring him over to your house, guys, so you can do it. No more people at my house. Oh, I'm gonna turn that off since I got more time. All right, so only difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is we just give up too soon. Those seeds, you have got to plant so many seeds for these new members to take hold, all right? So you might do a vendor event and meet 100 people. You only need one that's going to become silver, gold, or platinum to get you all the way to platinum, diamond, blue diamond, or presidential, right? You only need a maximum of 6 to get you to presidential. We are looking for the one, right? Back to doTERRA dating. You're looking for the ones that get you. This is a business of 85% customers, all right? Don't be upset because you have a big business of customers and not a lot of builders. You only need 6 for presidential, all right? So don't beat yourself up with the, I don't have any builders, I don't have any builders. You do, you just don't know it yet. Help your people fall in love with the oils, help them share oils. We have a team of 1,800, got us to Blue Diamond as a team, and we are almost all customers and sharers. If I stack those babies on top of one another, guess what? We got there anyway.
2 by 2.
2 by 2, right? Go 2 by 2. So structuring videos. A lot of this stuff, I'm mentioning a few things, making notes, but then in Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips, go there and learn about all this stuff for free, okay? Right, so my What Would Zimmers Do course, we have one starting. We're gonna help you launch everything that you learn at convention. Are you ready to wrap up?
I think you got like 2 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
So
Okay, I'm just filling because I'm like,
no, I
think
put
I have more
time's
time.
up. If you can wrap it up in 2 minutes.
Yeah,
we're
perfect.
good.
All right, so course content. For those of you that really need help getting back from convention and going, okay, but now what do I do, right? We want to teach you how to market the products, how to build momentum, and get ready to launch so you can pretty much plan on hitting rank the 1st, 2nd of October, all right? Because if you promote these products well and educate on them well, you will build the momentum and excitement so that people are ready to go, all right? So WWZD courses, that's just what would Zimmers do. We teach you for 2 weeks how to launch the products, how to get ready, how to do them for October, and get you started. And then we came out with a hostess brochure and then a brochure for teaching you how to build your LRPs that you give out with your goodie bags. The number one thing you should be promoting once people are enrolled is the lifestyle products. LLV in every non-oil product line. Because people are gonna say, oh, I got plenty of oils down the road, but they're never gonna have too much daily vitamins, daily shampoo, daily toothpaste, daily mouthwash, daily deodorant, daily lotion. These are daily consumables and it's a $360 billion marketplace. The essential oil business is $8 billion. So you better be teaching about the $360 billion products that we have as a company, all right? So doTERRA Balanced Living teaches about all the doTERRA other products. All right, so I didn't get to question and answer, but we're gonna be here all afternoon and we're gonna stay and do the panel with the other leaders. And then even when it's over, we're gonna be out in the hallway so you can come and ask questions as well. Sound good?
Biz tips.
Oh, biz tips, yep. So Lisa Zimmer, essential oils, biz tips. And then my website is lisazimmer.net. All right, so biz tips, I go live every Monday at noon, and you can ask questions in the comments, and I answer them live right there. It's all free. There's no charge for that biz tips group, and it's interactive. And then we answer questions. We have a questions post that we monitor every day, and we answer your questions as often as we get to them, but we answer every question in our Facebook group. Right?
What time frame?
What time frame? Oh, Central, yep, every Monday, noon Central time zone. Yep, and I go live every Thursday in a group called Yayoils Public Education and educate about doTERRA products. And it's open for everyone. And then anytime we talk about a product, we remind people to get their account with the person that invited them there. All right, so feel free, it's a safe place to send your people to learn. All right, thanks everybody. I hope you learned a little something today.
That was so incredible.
Okay, you guys, so